Game on.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know who you'd make favourite for this match, Paul.
It's very close. I think Wayne's form in qualifiers this year has been quite good. Dimitri's, on the other hand, has been exceptional. He's really focused on the European Tour events for this year, and he's undoubtedly made pretty much all of them. Hasn't really taken advantage of his spot in the tournaments to the full extent, but I think Wayne at the moment,
125.
there's definitely more pressure on him, as he's one of the guys who's had to go back to work back in the UK. So darts effectively now is part-time as opposed to full-time.
Yeah, he's a player of
60.
pedigree though, Wayne Jones, a former World Masters finalist, former European Championship finalist. So we know that he can throw a good dart, and he's getting a bit of form back. He reached a Pro Tour quarter-final last month.
Yeah, the signs are pretty good for Wayne. I actually played him in one of the qualifiers for Gibraltar, and he absolutely tore me to shreds. He played so well and qualified that night. So he is playing well. So the darts must be very comfortable in his hand.
These look pretty comfortable from Bergh.
140.
Couldn't follow the first two, had to step over.
Good start from Dimitri.
Yeah, threatening to break the throw immediately.
100. Dimitri require 136.
And he'll have 6 starts from 136 to do that.
And as a player, you'll be thinking, if I'm not taking both of these trebles here, a lovely 96 will leave
104.
a clean shot at tops usually. But whether that was a slip or whether it was intentional, he's got a double when he comes back, and that's the main thing.
121.
Good pressure from Wayne.
Dimitri require 32.
Dimitri's got to take this, otherwise Wayne might steal.
Game shot on the first
Nice
leg.
and clean
Dimitri
for the first leg.
Second leg is Dimitri to throw first. Game on.
Yep, an immediate break of throw from Bergh. And now he's looking for more power scoring.
137.
Yeah, when Wayne Jones reached the World Masters final, Dimitri Bergh, Paul, believe it or not, was just 5 years old.
That's remarkable, isn't it? Absolutely
41.
remarkable. I know that I was 11 years old when Phil Taylor won his first world title, but Dimitri was barely out of nappies when Wayne
60.
Jones was virtually at the top of the game. And he lost to the great Andy Fordham in that World Masters final. I'm happy to say that both players are still playing great darts. Wayne giving evidence of that with a beautiful 180 in this match.
96.
And Wayne will want to break back straight away.
Another 180 would be lovely, and that's part of the equation done. 2/3.
140.
What Wayne will be happy about is that when his darts are landing in that board, it looks firm. There's a lot of room with those small bulbous darts, and when they're clattering together,
128.
he's got plenty
When
of
you
room.
require 140.
He's under pressure here. Bergh with a brilliant visit.
Yeah, the Belgian will want to protect that break of throw. He's managed to get it so early,
60.
doesn't want to give it straight
Dimitri,
back.
you require
So
80.
both players got 80 on the scoreboard. But Bergh with the throw will get the first stab at it.
That old thing, isn't it? It's only a break if you hold the next leg. He's got one dart. Not at the floor. Composed himself a really good tactic at this point. Hasn't got much room to aim at.
Game shot on the second leg.
Great,
Dimitri
great shot.
Bergh. Third leg is Wayne to throw first. Game on.
When you stood behind your opponent like that, he's got one dart at a double pole and he drops it on the floor, you must be thinking this is not going in.
Most of the time you do think they're out of the rhythm.
100.
They've had a little slip by dropping it on the carpet. I think there was a bit of maturity there from Dimitri, saying don't rush it. The way he plays the game is a little bit different to what his character is like before he starts throwing darts. He's very colourful, he's bouncing up and
45.
down. But when he's playing the game, he's quite placid, and I like that.
Yeah, I think players like Wayne Mardle, Peter Wright, who have these sort of entertaining walk-ons, say that it kind of gets
95.
the nerves out of the system. Because if they can go on stage and act like that, then what have they got to worry about when they play darts?
I can attest to that a little bit. I used to scream and do a few antics before I went on stage.
Sit down.
And it did help. You know, it takes your mind off the game for a few seconds, and then when you get up there to throw darts, you do feel a little bit more relaxed. Having said that, Wayne Model has attested to the fact that when he was doing it a little bit later, he was getting a bit out of breath, so he had to stop doing it as much. Have you noticed that recently Peter Wright has only been dancing across the stage once as opposed to twice or thrice? I think maybe he's trying to conserve some energy.
85.
Dimitri's in control again. That's a bit awkward, so we might go downstairs. 136 would leave tops. Does it perfectly.
136.
He's in control of this match.
121.
And the only way that Wayne can wrestle control is a treble 17 here.
43.
So
Dimitri Bergh 40.
Took out tops in the last leg. This time he's got a clear target. And a nice marker. Moving down to double 10.
20.
3 clear darts.
When you require 78.
Doesn't finish a leg off, so Wayne Jones with a chance for 78 to get a leg on the board.
Double 12. It's not a marker. He's got to go clean for it.
54.
Same problems that Brendan Dolan had in the previous
20.
game. Missing doubles by about 2 centimetres. Double 4 it is. Double 4 it isn't.
When you require 24.
Can't afford to give Dimitri any more chances, Wayne. You have to take this. Got to be closer than the last time. All the way to double 6. All the way down to double 3.
18.
Not to be.
Dimitri
And
require
Wayne
4.
showing the same kind of mental frailties here, I think, as Brendan Dolan in the last match. Not looking particularly confident on doubles. And that's the kind of thing, when you're on stage, can just fester. Just look at Wayne in the background. Frustrated is the only word to put it.
As Van den Bergh composes himself
Being
and
shot
hits
on
the double.
leg. Dimitri Van den Bergh. Fourth leg is Dimitri to throw first. Game on.
And the 21-year-old opens up a 3-leg lead with that. Well, that was a mess of Wayne Jones' own making, Paul.
It certainly was. I mean, Wayne's done almost everything right there. He was given a chance, but unfortunately this game was about taking chances. He didn't do it on this occasion, and he will be livid with
59.
himself. But the only way to pick yourself up off the floor now is to get back into that treble 20, like he's been hitting it earlier in the match. Get doubles and hit them.
60.
And that's the kind of thing that can frustrate Wayne Jones, because he can land his darts underneath, to the side, and on top. And there's not many players who can do that. So to have a lovely lie like that, to sneak it on the top, and for it to skew away, you start thinking to yourself, is this going to be my day? You've got to stay mentally tough and do that.
140.
A good rebound from Wayne Jones. Big darts from Dimitri Van den Bergh, though. Lovely use of the treble 19 in the last 2 visits.
Yeah, the last 6 darts he's thrown there, and he's found the target with 4 of them.
Some players out there are really, really good at treble 19s. Dimitri's showing his mettle down there as well. The 1 on 140 here, but it's not going to happen. But leaves it handy with another treble 19. And Wayne, in no man's land at the moment, has got to hit something big here. He's thinking 180, but 140 will be good. Only 60.
Dimitri require 94.
There's a couple of options on how to go for this, but with Wayne Jones on 160, Van den Bergh opts for the treble 18 route, thinking
54.
that Jones
when you
perhaps
require
won't take this out.
160.
Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But if he wants to get into this match, he's got to do it, and he won't. The slight mind games of not going the bullseye route sometimes do pay off.
Dimitri require 40.
Dimitri it is for 4-0. Double 10, missed it last time. Same spot.
20.
Not comfortable on tops
when
and 10s in this match yet. Dimitri Van den Bergh, but another chance for Wayne to get into the match.
Needs a treble now. Finds one. Fantastic dart. Gets a shot, a double top.
97.
Just
Dimitri
under the wire.
20.
Brush the wire. And Wayne Jones resigned to thinking that perhaps it might just not be his day today as Vandenberg
Being shot on the
moves
fourth
4
leg.
legs clear with that double 10.
Fifth leg is green to throw first. Game on.
I think in this match we've got two players who aren't particularly comfortable. I don't think the players in match 1 were 100% comfortable
60.
either, but I think Jermaine Watamina in the previous match showed that a little bit of swiftness with your rhythm can sometimes alleviate some nerves.
57.
You've played in these European Tour events. You've reached the final in European Tour events not too long ago. Is this the hardest time to play, the first session of the
60.
Friday afternoon?
Absolutely, without question. I remember the first match I played at Sindelfingen in Germany near Stuttgart.
100.
That week was against Ronnie Heibrecht, and it was a very, very tough match. I didn't play well, and Ronnie didn't play well either, but I managed to get over the line. For the rest of the week, I played very, very well. When there's more people in the crowd,
45.
the further you on in the tournament, you have more confidence in yourself, and you just feed off the noise of the crowd as well. When it's quiet, and there are only a few hundred people here, as opposed to a few thousand,
60.
it's very difficult to ramp yourself up. You've got to find a way.
Well, Jones is finding a way to the treble this time, but will he follow it with another dart?
100.
What I think is really interesting to talk about with Wayne Jones as well is that when he was really playing well, 2010, 2011,
137.
making a ridiculous amount of quarters and semi-finals on the Pro Tour and making that final of the European Championship, when he was beaten by Phil Taylor, he was using his old faithful darts,
Dimitri require
darts that he'd had
147.
for 20 years. He's now using a new set, and it just hasn't been the same since.
57. When you require 136.
He's still in this leg, 136. May get 6 darts, but would have needed to do it in 3 to be certain. Because Vandenberg
100.
will return
Dimitri require 90.
for another breaker throw. He wants 90. Maybe looking at the bullseye.
Should have gone 20s really. But that's only my opinion.
74.
He's up there and I'm
when you
not, so
require
who am I to question?
36.
Now Jones hasn't hit a double in 6 attempts so far.
Aim shot on the fifth leg. Wayne Jones.
7th time
Sixth leg
lucky
is to Media to throw first. Game on.
for the Wolverhampton Wanderer.
And what Wayne needs to say to himself is that beautiful shot at a double 18 was right in the middle. It was
60.
nowhere near any wires. It was a beautifully thrown dart. Now he's got to do it a bit more. That proves what we were talking about
140.
before. In the previous leg but one, he hits 2 below the 60, and then he's got a lovely angle to put the next one on
57.
top. Didn't do it on that occasion, but here we are, first visit of the 6th leg, and this should be a 140 in Wayne's books,
100.
and that's a miss to him.
You could see again with the camera angle how those darts can be laid on top, and this time how Vandenberg could put them underneath.
60.
It's all about angles, this game. When you survey the way that darts behave, you have to have something that's comfortable to get the darts closer together.
100.
For me, Wayne has the ability to put darts on top and underneath, and there's not many players who can do that. But I think he's more comfortable putting them on top of each other.
Well, in this leg, he's on a possible out after
77.
9 darts
When you
thrown.
require 161.
If he managed to get a break back, this match takes on a whole different complexion, Paul.
It certainly does. Will he go bull here? No, he
60.
doesn't. But 101 when he comes back. 4-2 looks better than 5-1 for Wayne Jones, that's for sure.
But now Van der Pas has hit a couple of trebles. Maybe he should have gone bullseye and just cleaned off that one. As
120. When you require
60 points fall on the
101.
floor for Vandenberg. He gets 1 dart at a double, and that double is double 16.
69. Dimitri require 127.
There's
Will he
only
be
one
back?
route for this. Only one route. It's that. It's that and the bullseye for 5-1. But it's a good lead.
95.
He's left
when you
himself
require
exactly
32.
what Wayne Jones has got.
It may not matter if Jones pins the double this time. Needs to go across the double 4.
24.
Double
Dimitri
trouble for
require
Jones.
32.
And that little bit of pressure may have told Bergh for 5-1. Got to go over the top of the flight for this now. Knew it.
Game
It's a
shot on the
lovely line.
sixth leg. Dimitri Bergh. 7 leg is waiting to throw first. Game on.
Now just one leg away from victory now.
Don't know whether you saw that, Murph, but Bergh's demeanour when he hit that double there, it was almost
100.
deflated, as if to say, I'm winning, but I'm not playing well. Sometimes you got to win ugly. You'd rather win ugly as opposed to lose brilliant.
60.
Well, yeah, no matter how well you play, you still get the same check at the end of the tournament.
Well, Michael van Gerwen seems to get the same check all the time, that's for sure.
60.
Will he succeed here at the Austrian Darts Open in Vienna?
£25,000 on offer for the winner of this one. And there'll be darts like that that help someone to do that. Bergh with a 180 after narrowly missing out on one in the last leg.
He had a bounce out
45.
for a 180 in the last leg, but this time it really did work. And did you notice that he threw it a lot faster? He didn't think about it. He just wants to let his natural talent shine through here and get this win as soon as possible.
84.
The last thing Dimitri wants is to gift Wayne Jones any more chances. You don't want it to be 5-2, then 5-3. Then you start to think you want to walk back
100.
into the players' room, grab your coat, and be out of the arena with a 6-1 victory.
So 6 darts from 177 to book his place in the next round.
79.
Very important treble.
Extremely important treble, and he's done that a lot in this match. Real saver shots at the end of a visit, which have put additional pressure on Wayne Jones.
100. Dimitri required 98.
Be interesting if he hits the treble, whether he'll split or go straight for the 19s. And he's gone inside the 19.
82. When you require 96.
So Wayne Jones will get a shot at 96.
Got to stay there for double 8. Not to be, so Dimitri's coming back for
56.
a lovely open double
Dimitri
8
requires 16.
to put this match in the books.
Takes his time, as we've been saying during this match, just composing himself. Steps forward, looks at the target. Just inside, moves across to double 4. Decent marker. And hits it.
And the match.
Dimitri Bergh with a comprehensive victory over Wayne Jones to move into the next round, where he will face Terry Jenkins. Jermaine Watamina through. Dimitri Bergh through. Let's see who goes through in the next game and for the rest of the afternoon here at the Austrian Darts Masters in Vienna.